Sponsors for this
Testing. Sound check for the Villages SC versus Tampa Bay United, June 25th, 2022. USL League 2 Game 10 of the season for the Buffalo. Testing. Check.
Logan Site Work handles site grading, clearing, and demolition, as well as supplies, fill materials, clay, and crushed stone products. They've done amazing work throughout our facility. We also want to make sure that you check out the Daily Sun Sportscast, a weekly podcast that's all about sports, soccer, golf, football, basketball, and much more. From local to international, from high school to professional, and everything in between. It's the best place to hear more about the Villages SC. Find it at thevillagesdailysun.com or wherever you get your podcasts. For the full schedule, standings, and other information, please visit thevillagesSC.com. And if there's an away game, don't forget to go over to Mammoth Oak Brewing Company. Great beer, delicious food, and the best place to watch the USL 2 away games. The United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/Forever Proud.
Make sure you say hi to Miss Virgin.
ESPN Plus. Fans, follow all your favorite USL Championship and League One action all season long on ESPN Plus, home of the USL, MLS, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Join the more than 12 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Once again, fans, will be getting this contest started shortly, and we thank you for coming out tonight.
I have to do laundry. Mr. Powers will put us
I don't play this game for losers. I live like life on the line. I'm ready to make this game for life. One of a kind. Every time. Looking up something, you see it in time. I got a shine, so you'll be fine in the nighttime. Let me look you up with the lifeline. Jesus, ladies, it's toting heaters. The enemies, dirty, deceivers, blind as fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for coming out tonight to this USL League 2 matchup between your reigning and defending Southeastern Division champions, the Villages SC Buffalo, and the visiting squad from Tampa Bay United. Referees for tonight's contest, in the center, Miss Jasmine Peralta, with her Caleb Lewis, Sam Stinson, and Jake Joyce. And now to introduce the visiting squad from Tampa Bay. Number 1, Matt Douglas. Number 2, Elon Dre. Number 14, Travis Foster. Number 9, Andres Ferrer. Number 5, Frederick Clausen. Number 8, Ruben Macias. Number 15, Hayden Morgan. Number 11, Noah Nixon. Number 25, Julio Plata. Number 16, Brian Schaefer. And number 4, Lucas Winshower. Tampa Bay is led by head coach Brian Johnson. It's now time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Villages SC Buffalo! Keeper number 1, Jackson Lee. Number 2, Tokyo Drifted Takaru Moriyama. Number 3, the OG, Yago Lopez. Number 7, Hot Wheels, Chris Dillon. Number 10, Daniel Oliveira. Number 11, Tete Rafael Vargas. Number 14, Vanda Yao. Number 30, the Brazilian heartthrob, Fabio Amaral. Number 20, Fernando Abreu. Number 23, Nikolai Munch. And last but not least, number 24, Niklas Vitor. The Villages is led by head coach, the one, the only, Henderson Da Silva. That is your Villages SC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your caps. The American flag today is presented by 2 of the staffers at the Villages, Amanda and Lance. The national anthem will be sung by Miss Jessica Guzman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Hello and welcome to the Villages SC's complex here in now sunny Oxford, Florida. We've been very fortunate to dodge some weather this afternoon and bring you USL League 2 soccer. It's the Villages SC hosting Tampa Bay United. Already one great matchup between these two teams this year. The first game of the season for the Buffalo resulted in a 1-0 win for the Villages. But the Villages SC, coming off of a loss, their first of the season, and a draw, desperately need a win here tonight over the visitors. Let's get you the starting lineups first for Tampa Bay United. Matt Douglas will be in goal, as usual, for the visitors. On defense in front of him, number 11, Noah Nixon, number 16, Brian Schaefer, number 4, Lucas Winshower, and number 5, Frederick Clausen. In the midfield, number 12, Alon Dre, number 8, Ruben Messias, number 15, Hayden Morgan, and number 25, Julio Plata. And up top for Tampa Bay, Travis Foster, number 14, and the ever-dangerous number 9, Andres Freyer. Tampa Bay United is coached by Brian Johnson. And for the Villages SC, a very familiar lineup. Jackson Lee will be back in goal for the Buffalo. The defense in front of him, Nikolai Munch, Iago Lopez, Van Dijk Gao, and Niklas Vitor. And the midfield, Takeru Moriyama, Fernando Abreu, and Daniel Oliveira. And up top, Fabio Amaral, Chris Delon, and Tete Vacas for the Buffalo. Tampa Bay United wearing the red kits with white lettering and white accents, attacking left to right on your screens. And the Villages SC wearing the classic, attacking from right to left. We are underway. Iago Lopez looking to start this ball moving forward. He'll give it to Fernando Abreu. Abreu going long right off the bat, trying to find Fabio Amaral. He does. Amaral heads it down to himself, tries an early cross, and it's headed away by one of those big center backs from Tampa Bay United and out of bounds. That will go back to the visitors. Officials for this game as well, Jasmine Peralta in the center. Side judges Caleb Lewis and Sam Stinson. And Jake Joyce is here on the near sideline with us as the fourth official. Throw-in coming for Tampa Bay. Messias to take. Quick throw-in. Ball trying to go over the top for Freyer. Iago Lopez in a foot race with him. Does a good job to tap it over to Vitor, who's immediately pressured there by Foster, but he's able to play back to Jackson Lee. The Villages, after giving up just one goal in the first 7 contests of the season, 2 goals in the first, I believe it was correct actually, 1 goal in the first 7 contests of the season, has given up 4 in the last 2, so a clean sheet of the utmost importance for the Buffalo tonight and the confidence of that defense. As here's Van Dijk Gao, forward to Takeru Moriyama. He'll play back to Gao. Gao trying to come up the sideline. Vitor unable to keep that one in, went off the inside of his leg and out of bounds. Nixon looking for somewhere to go with this throw. Looking for Freyer. Gao does a good job cutting in front to get the first touch, but Freyer is on it. Drops it back, and it's played out wide by Hayden Morgan. Cross goes high all the way through the box. Vitor chasing with Freyer, and it'll run out of bounds, so should be coming back to the Villages here. Vitor throws into Moriyama. Plays back to Lee. And quickly out to Lopez. Villages has been pretty meticulous this season about building up the attack. Vitor going forward for Amaral, coming over from right to left, gets it on the near side. Going to do some work against Clausen, plays it into the box, but is kicked out the touchline by Winshower. And that will be a corner kick for the Villages, first of the game.
To be taken by number 11,
Tete Vacas setting up to take this one. Adrian Camacho missing this game with an arm injury. So Vacas on place kick duties. This one's long. Van Dijk Gao gets ahead to it, but it goes up into the air and out of bounds. Came charging in just to get a touch on it and couldn't quite get it cleanly and downward. Nonetheless, that should count as a shot for Gao. So First of the match for the Villages SC. Have been personally assured by Anderson De Silva that the Buffalo will be scoring goals tonight. See the energy during warm-ups today. They really want to get after this one, and haven't seen a big offensive game from them yet this season. Not since that 6-0 victory in the first round of the U.S. Open Cup. So since USL2 play has begun, obviously they've been pretty successful in the wins and losses category, but yet to see more than 2 goals in a match from the Buffalo. This ball goes up long, Freire tracks it down, turns back, waits for his attacking group, and this will trickle into the hands of Lee. Looked to go out with it quickly, but DeLon was shaded there. Roll out to Vitter. Cut off on the left. He'll play back to the inside. Moriyama had a little bit of space there and gave it up to Oliveira, who quickly had to get rid of it. Morgan was lurking behind him there. Takeru back on it. He'll send to Vitter. Vitter back to Takeru. And here's Van Dyke Yao, all the way back to the defense for the Buffalo. As I said, they have been meticulous. Be part of the reason for somewhat muted offensive production from this team that we've seen lead the Southeast Division in goals most of the last few seasons. Long ball up over the top by Lopez. Easily headed away there by Nixon. Moriyama does a good job. Cut in front of, I believe that was Foster there. Vitter trying to go forward for DeLon. Cut off. Played forward to Freire. But Takeru Moriyama doing a good job to get involved there. Van Dyke Yao made the initial confrontation, and Moriyama was able to just poke that ball away from him pretty easily. Lee, long send, high ball, dropping sharp. Cristolon is on it, trying to settle and get around Nixon. Has to play back to Oliveira. Oliveira has a lot of space on the right side if they can get the switch, but instead they'll have to play back to the defense. This comes over to Lopez. Up the side for Munch. Tried to play it forward there, but Clausen knocked it away out towards that sideline. Going up the same sideline for Freire. Iago Lopez is there. Freire has been sort of the lone man up top for most of this match so far. This is nominally a 4-4-2 formation for Tampa Bay, but we've seen Foster drop back towards the mid a lot and kind of let Freire run as the lone striker. Throwing back to the defense here. Working up slowly. Now DeLon decides to close in. Quickly taken, but on target. With this one is Plata. Has it taken away, though. Tete Vaca is playing a little bit of defense. Dangerous man in front of the goal and away from it for the Villages SC. Leading goal scorer on the year for the Buffalo. Takeru Moriyama now going for Cristolon. He's got the speed, but that ball couldn't get over Nixon. It does get to Daniel Oliveira, though. Vaca's trying to settle. Tips it out for Amaral. Amaral settling. Now takes the shot, but it's gloved there by Douglas. Not enough power on that one, and keeper able to grab that one rather easily. Welcomes back to the back line here. Schaefer walking it up. Play over to Morgan. Morgan again will play back to Schaefer as they now try for the long ball out to the left side there, and it runs just a little bit too long for Macias. Munch trying to go quickly with the throwing, gets it to Tete. And a whistle here, not sure what for, but Abreu quickly takes the free. Buffalo trying to keep the attack on here. Vitter, he's got DeLon making the run. DeLon's got the speed. He's after this ball. A great slide there by Schaefer to cut that off. It looked like DeLon had a step on him right there, but great route to the ball there by the Tampa Bay defender. Morgan up to Nixon. Nixon taking it himself. Takeru going to cut that one off from Freyer. Vitter getting involved. Nixon still on it, way up from the fullback position. Foster working towards the corner. This ball will stay with Tampa Bay United. Nixon will take the throw. Captain for Tampa Bay. Going up towards the touch line. That was Plata who settled it, and it was knocked away by the Village's defense. Iago Lopez was in on that one. I believe it was Takeru Moriyama as well surrounding him, and that'll be a corner kick now for Tampa Bay. Corner kick hasn't been an especially dangerous play against the Villages this season, but the Buffalo did concede a goal on one. First half equalizer to FC Florida back on Wednesday. Munch heads this one clear pretty easily. Foster trying to track it down. Moriyama also chasing. Moriyama will settle. He's got Oliveira to run with. Oliveira taking that right side. He's got a long runner. Try to make the switch here for Vitter. It gets over the head of Schaefer. Vitter settles. The Villages has the attack on here, but Tampa Bay is retreating to get settled. Vitter tries the shot and looked like it may have been touched by Schaefer, who was facing him up right there. So a corner kick coming back for the Villages. Pretty successful counterattack, getting something out of the cleared corner for Tampa Bay. Vacas again to take for the Villages. Pitcher making a run to the near post. It goes over his head and it's deflected back towards the opposite sideline and will trickle all the way out. So staying with the Buffalo, but just a throw-in now. Munch goes into Oliveira. Then he lost it going to the corner, but Amaral battling for it here. Amaral trapped back there by Plata, but Plata knocks it out of bounds, so still Buffalo ball. Throwing back to Abreu. Abreu's going to try a shot from distance. Oh, and it was just a bit wide. Douglas made the dive to the left, and it was wide of the post anyway. Hit the backstop there. Villages, though, pretty lively here in these first 11 minutes. 4 shots already. Pretty good mark for them. Long line drive from Douglas. Gets past everybody. Van Dijk Yao lets it run all the way back to Lee before receiving it from his keeper. Moriyama to Vitter. Back to Takeru and swung over to Lopez now. He's got a little bit of space to work with on the right. Tampa Bay retreating, not crashing. Long curling ball up the sideline looking for Munch. Munch takes it to the touchline. Couldn't get a good touch to it, though, and it's kicked away by Clausen. Village is keeping the ball, but Nikolai Munch probably wanted to do a little bit more with that ball there as he was taking it into the box. I'll say it is a long way to chase down a ball kicked out that direction with that much force. A couple more soccer fields to traverse out that way. Munch now looking for the throw in. Trying to find a target here. Gets it in eventually to Tete, who is very active on that. No, Munch is on it. Drops it off for Tete. Vacas ridden into the box. And actually, excuse me, that was Amaral who was on it there at the end. Good job by the Tampa Bay defense collapsing on that one and allowing Douglas just to get on top of it. Forward into the middle here. Dre sending one out to his left. Now gets it back. Going over the top looking for Foster, but it's a bit long. Vitter has to track back. He's in a tough spot here. And now we've got a whistle. They'll call that a foul against Tampa Bay United. It looked pretty clean from over here, but referees saw maybe a grab or some contact there by Foster. Lee trying to send it past the defense, and he did, just a little bit too far for Vacas making the run from the right. Schaefer out to Nixon here, near side. DeLon pursuing as Nixon takes it across midfield. Stepping in front of it there was Vitor. Abreu sliding in to get the ball back for the Villages here. Amaral maybe mistouched that one a little bit, and now we've got a whistle. Let's see exactly what the offense was here. Foul against Tete Vacas, away from the ball seemingly. Off the free kick, Tampa Bay plays it back to the defense. Dre. And to the far side. Moriyama getting involved here. Tampa Bay still on it. Comes over to Schaefer. And that one just a little bit misplayed, a bit of a rushed kick. Villages throwing goes to Takeru Moriyama. He will play back to Lee. He's got Iago Lopez to his right. See if he elects to go long. He's trying to go up that sideline just shy of midfield. Munch has to head it in, keeping that from tracking out of bounds. Tete Vacas immediately confronted there and loses it out of bounds. Clausen and Schaefer by way of Douglas. Schaefer going forward for Foster, who played it over for Nixon, who was trying to make a run up the sideline, had to track back to get that one, and then plays it back to his keeper. Douglas well away from the goal right now. The Villages could get the ball, and they do, but he now retreats to the frame. Oliveira, nice move there, trying to play it forward, gets it to Amaral. Now Abreu playing forward. Oliveira trying to settle, he does. Oliveira, a little chip over the top, but nobody saw it coming. So it makes it to Douglas without a yellow jersey in the immediate vicinity. Ball taken back away by Tampa Bay United. Amaral to Vacas. Munch trying to keep this one in, but loses it. Dangerous slide right there by Abreu. Didn't have too clear of a look at the ball on that one, but decided to go for the tackle. Clausen going for the long ball. Munch able to put an end to that. As Vacas heads back to Lee, and now once again Takeru Moriyama working it up the middle. Gao over to Lopez. Gao trying to go up that sideline for Vitor, but he saw where that one was headed and immediately cut off the run. Schaefer puts it forward into the middle, therefore Plata. Got a foul against the Villages. Heard a little bit of contact right there as Plata got rid of it. Alondre playing short on the free kick to Morgan, and then he's simply a relay back to the defense on that play. Schaefer now looking to go up high for Freyer, but Village's defense doing a good job since those first couple minutes of keeping everything away from him. Abreu kind of backed into the official there and resulted in a turnover for the Buffalo, but Takeru does a good job to get that one. Now we've got a whistle. Free kick seemingly going back to Tampa Bay United. Not entirely sure what happened there. So
Once you've drawn him over, go
Villages SC player backed into the official, and it was a turnover, and then the Villages got the ball back seemingly, and then there was suddenly a whistle, and now a free kick, it looks like, for Tampa Bay United in a pretty dangerous spot just outside the box here. Jasmine Peralta going to back up the Villages here. Give space for the free kick. It looks as though Freyer will take it for Tampa Bay, although Dre is in the area as well. Freyer has a great boot. Actually, the Villages SC saw it up close in their lone loss of the regular season last year. He scored a goal from a good ways out, and he's going to leave it, though, for Dre. Dre tries, but it's high and off the backstop, so no immediate danger there. That's the first official shot of the game for Tampa Bay United. So we are in the 20th minute now of this contest. Lee, nice high kick. Schaefer and Amaral were battling for it, but it got over both of them, and now Tete Vacas is working against the much larger Clausen. And it'll be a corner now coming for the Villages SC, so look at a third chance at one of these. Here comes the kick from Vacas, curling, back post, it's long, over the head of Amaral and trailing out the touchline. So no touch for the Villages SC on their third corner kick try of the night. Douglas quickly going out to his left. Trey will play back to Clausen. Clausen was looking to try to get it to Nixon up the side here, but has to play back short to Schaefer, and Schaefer's pass runs long, so Moriyama able to take over for the Villages. Abreu to Vitzer. Vitzer had it knocked away, but it goes right to Van Dyke Yao, who does a good job getting around Freyer there, and now he's trying to go out wide, and nobody home out there for the Villages SC. Tampa Bay throw in from the deep corner. Morgan unable to play that cleanly. Takeru Moriyama, though, unable to settle. Great play by Iago Lopez on that ball there. And Oliveira couldn't maintain control and lost the battle there with Morgan. He's whistled for the foul. Dre arguing for a yellow card on the tackle by Iago Lopez, but Peralta saying it was clean. Here's Schaefer. Going up and over Chris Delon. He's got Nixon making the run to the far corner there. Tried to go off of Vitzer, and it deflected off of Vitter's chest and onto the chest of Nixon, so that one backfired on him a little bit. He was trying to earn the corner kick there, but instead turns it over. The Villages here once again trying to get this ball up the field. Got the 4 shots pretty quickly early in this game, but it's been a little bit since they had one. This ball bouncing back towards the goal. Jackson Lee had to make a little bit of a hustle play to get back for that one. Dangerous situation there for the Villages keeper. Just had 4 shots in that first 11 minutes. It's now been more than 12 minutes since their last shot as Oliveira turns it over, crossing into the offensive third. Moriyama stepping in front of that one, slowing up the Tampa Bay United attack, although only temporarily. This ball up ahead for Foster goes long, and Van Dyke is able to play it back to Lee, but he's not out of danger yet. Freire was pressing there. Now Lopez. Victor wide open on the near side here. He will receive the ball from Yago Lopez, though came in with a lot of curl and took him a second to settle it, but he'll get it back on the flip play from Daniel Oliveira. Victor trying to cross it in there as both Amaral and Delon were making a run, but stopped by Tampa Bay United. Daniel Oliveira is going to receive the throw in. Vacas. Nice tackle from behind there by Dre. Foster trying to get forward with this one. Van Dyke Yao coming in to contest. Andres Freire was offsides. And the near official has the flag up for that one. Nearly 25 minutes gone in this contest. We are still scoreless. The Village is holding the edge in shots 4-1, though as we just detailed, there's been a bit of a dry spell here for the Villages with regards to taking those shots. One-touch ball from the Villages here. Now Tete Vacas. Leave it to Fernando Abreu, and just a little bit too much harassment from behind Abreu there. I believe that was Dre, number 12. Tete Vacas quickly takes the free kick, going to Daniel Oliveira. He'll swing it out to Vitor, left side. Has some space to work with, was closed off by Foster, but he'll play it back to Moriyama. Moriyama now trying to get away from Morgan, who's hounding him in the center. Munch not able to win the header, but will keep possession as Messias was unable to keep that one in bounds. Vacas to Amaral. Amaral tracking towards the corner, looking to cross, and had it knocked away there. So another corner kick coming for the Villages SC. First one from that corner, though. We'll see if it brings any better luck for the Buffalo. 27th minute here. Tete Vacas on the ball again. Yago Lopez coming forward. Takeru Moriyama and Fernando Abreu, the two men back for the Villages SC. High ball here from Tete. And it doesn't get over Morgan, though, as it was headed towards Van Dyke. Yeah, we'll see if Oliveira can do something here. Tries the kick, bouncing, but it's deflected. Vitor tries a shot as well. Oliveira trying again, and just a little bit wide. So 2 shots for Oliveira on that, both of them unsuccessful. At least snaps the shotless run the Villages was on for the last roughly 15 minutes. We are still scoreless in the stat that matters most of all, as here's Oliveira back on the ball for the Villages. We've got a late whistle. Moriyama and Taylor Foster got tangled up a little bit there. Moriyama trying to contend that Foster kicked at his leg there. Moriyama. Abreu. Played it back to Lopez. Tried to get a little fancy with it. Maybe played it a little bit too softly as Freire was chasing. But the Villages is on the attack. Daniel Oliveira trying to shot, but a little bit high.
Shot number 10, Daniel Oliveira.
Anderson de Silva, though, probably happy with the attempt there. Like to see his Buffalo get a little bit more aggressive as, again, they kind of fell out of the attack for several minutes there. Ball going forward for Freire. He does get the first touch, but it skips backwards off his head, easily collected by Lee. He rolled that one straight up the middle for Moriyama, who gets it back from Oliveira and has to play back to Van Dyke Gao. They're just showing a lot of patience here, even despite the pressure. Morgan coming forward a little bit further than he has in the formation early on in this game. Van Dyke Gao will switch now over to Lopez on the right side. The sideline for Munch. Trying to play Oliveira. That'll go out of bounds. Should be last touched. Well, actually, they'll say this ball was kept in bounds, but as a Villages player goes to the ground, I believe that's Munch over there. The side official put a flag up to indicate that there was a foul, so the Villages should have a free kick. Back near the sideline.
Yellow card issued, number 8, Ruben Macias.
And actually, they're going to give a yellow card to Ruben Macias. Number 8, again, Ruben Macias taking the card for Tampa Bay United. As we are just crossing the 30-minute mark. Ball into the box, curling, and it gets long. Tete Vacas was tracking towards that near post. Our near post, far post from the play. Nothing comes of that for the Villages SC. Except that Macias will have to play with a little bit more caution for the last 2/3 of this one. Douglas, long kick out to the sideline there, easily settled. Not so easily gotten away from Fernando Abreu, who plays all the way back to the defense. Clausen on it here. Being tracked by Amaral. Oliveira cuts that one off. DeLon on it. The Villages has 4 attackers going forward. If they can keep this ball, they do not. Good job there by Dre to interfere with DeLon's progress. Van Dyke Gao has to head that one out of bounds. So Tampa Bay looking to keep moving forward here as Nixon quickly runs up to make the throw in. Taken away by Takeru Moriyama. He's got DeLon running on his left, Oliveira on his right. Stops, now plays out to DeLon. DeLon trying to get some space here, has it knocked away by Dre. Fernando Abreu wide open for the throw-in from Vitor. And he misplays it, now taken away. Tampa Bay United on the run with it. That is Plata playing out wide for Freire. Freire's going to try a shot. It's just wide.
Shot number 9,
It went off the backstop there outside the left post. Second shot of the game for Tampa Bay United. A dangerous play, though, as Abreu gave that one away. Now Vitor. Moriyama. Oliveira. One touch from Tete Vacas. Back to Vitor. Vitor's going to take the space on the left side. This ball gets past Schaefer. Crystal Long. He's just wide of the right post. He had a one-on-one with Douglas there, and Douglas going to the ground. If DeLon elevates that and puts it on frame, it's a goal. He decided to go for the outside post instead and just missed it wide. Maybe the best opportunity the Villages has had, either team has had really, in this match, and yet we are still scoreless. Clausen turns it over to Amaral. He plays it to DeLon. DeLon trying to beat Douglas. Douglas gets a hand to it, and it heads towards the touchline. Great play by the keeper there, sliding out, just throwing a hand up. to get in front of that one. Saved an easy goal for DeLon. So another corner coming for the Villages SC after that. Tampa Bay not quite out of danger here just yet, but great scrambling play there by Matt Douglas in goal for Tampa Bay. Fernando Abreu going to take the corner kick this time. A little bit of a change for the Villages on the 5th try from the quarter circle. This one is long, curling. Van Dyke Yao gets a nice head to it, but he's unable to find the inside of the post there. He misses wide. Was able to catch that one cleanly. But again, just a little bit off target. Came with a lot of velocity off the head, too. But another no-go for the Village's 10th shot of the game. Douglas's ball dropping here. Freyer battling with Van Dyke Gao for it. Like both of them may have gotten a piece of it, but it goes out of bounds off of Gao. Long throw in here for Tampa Bay. Trying to get it for Freyer. Yago Lopez had him bodied up, but couldn't get to that one. Tracks through the box and back to Foster. Foster trying to lob one in. Jackson Lee will watch it go wide of the post.
Shot number 11,
Charging in on it there was Nixon. Not even sure he was still in bounds when he did eventually get ahead to it. Vitter couldn't play this one cleanly. Nixon chasing from behind. Van Dyke Gao trying to get it out of the back third here. Has to get it to Moriyama. Moriyama will take it himself now. Plenty of space in front of him, although he's bothered by Plata. Turns it over. Here's Morgan trying to get it forward again. Nixon running free up this right side. Moriyama out to pursue. Nixon's going to try the cross. It's long, curling back towards the far side of the box, and a whiff on the attempt by Messias. Kick back away. The Villages SC trying to get this one back, but instead it is Dre on it, cutting towards the center. Plays it out in a shot taken high and wide. Right there by Julio Plata, number 25. A lively couple of minutes here as both teams now have had a couple of chances in the last 5 minutes or so. Bitter. Plays back to Takeru. Amaral calling for it over here on the left. And Moriyama bringing it up to midfield himself. Now Abreu will play it back over to Vitter and just keep that in bounds by playing it back to Gao. Moriyama will switch fields for Yago Lopez. And Lopez will play all the way back to Lee, deferring to the keeper to initiate the offense here. Plays out to Gao. He's pressured immediately by Foster. Looks like he's losing it there. A smart play by Moriyama. Freyer was offside, and he knew it. Just let him go. Boy, it looked like it could have been a dangerous play right there. A lot of confidence by Moriyama, but he understood the positioning on that play. Nixon gets ahead to that ball that was intended for Chris DeLon. Stays with the Buffalo, but cut off a chance to see the fastest man on the pitch make a run. Pitcher's throwing comes back to Gao at center line. Moriyama working with Abreu. Now Gao. Gao advancing this one to Vacas. Oliveira one touch back to him. Out wide now for Vitter. Cristolon making a run over to the far post. I believe Schaefer. This is Foster running with it now on the counterattack for Tampa Bay United. It's him and Freyer coming in late as Plata. Stopped there by Abreu. Now Vitter looking to get some space here. This is Gao. Gao trying to curl it back to Vitter under pressure. Turned it back over to Foster. This is Dre. Dre looking to settle. Moriyama sliding in front of him. Lobbed towards the box. Picked up by Lee. Not sure if that was a shot attempt. Didn't go with a lot of power. I think it was more of a play forward to try to find a foot. Here's Moriam after receiving it from Lopez. Plays over to Vitor. Back to Takeru and back to Vitor. And he'll play now back to Gyao. Bacas. Is up to Munch. Drops it off for Abreu. Abreu looking for the long switch going forward. Amaral having to shield off the sun. Couldn't quite see that one coming in from the angle, but he plays it nicely back to Vitor. Daniel Oliveira now has it in the center. Tries a shot. Goes off the face there of Clausen. Seems to be all right, though. Not even really phased by it. Ball played up the side and out of bounds by Windshower. After it's fished out of the sands, Yago Lopez throws it in for Gao, his line mate in the back. Closing in on the end of this first half here. We are still scoreless here in the Villages. Van Dijk Gao. Walking it up towards the center. Tried the long ball there, but nobody home for him on the receiving end of that. Clausen able to head it back to Douglas. And Matt Douglas will roll it out to Windshower on his left. Tete Vacas battling forward here with Messias. Forces the turnover. Takeru finds Amaral. Amaral cutting up the middle. Dropped off for Danny. Nice one touch. Amaral with a chip. Great sequence there by the Villages SC. Tete Vacas forces the turnover on the sideline. Little give and go right there. And Fabio Amaral, wearing number 30. Not his usual number, but he's able to chip that one over Douglas for the first goal of the match.
Makes the score! Yo! Villages SC 1!
Can you see it?
The time?
41st minute.
Say
41st minute.
41st minute goal there by Fabio Amaral. An excellent play by the Villages SC. Again, it started with the turnover on the far side and then a great sequence. Oliveira involved. And Fabio Amaral able to put one away for the Villages SC before halftime here. Not dissimilar from how the first match between these two teams went. The Villages leading in shots, possession in pretty much every imaginable category and didn't score until nearly halftime in that one. That match did end at 1-0. Although I'm sure Anderson De Silva, as well as the rest of the fans here for tonight's match, would like to see a couple more from the Buffalo. Throw in here, Freyer taps back. Intercepted by Vacas. He's just going to get rid of it here. Nobody's pressing forward for the Villages at the moment, although Oliveira and Fabio Amaral will track out that way, try to put a little bit of pressure on Schaefer and Clausen. This is Schaefer playing into the middle here. Running now with it is Plata. Plays it out wide. Messias lost it out the touchline. Oh, no, it didn't quite. Nikolai Munch actually going to keep it in there as he took it away. And that one's knocked away and a whistle. A little bit of a warning to Messias, who is playing on a yellow card at the moment. Jackson Lee coming up to take the free kick for the Villages here. See about a long send. He's got Vitor walking unmarked here on the near side if he can get it all the way across the field quickly. Instead tries to go up the right, long ball, tracking up the sideline and running out of bounds somewhere in Tampa Bay's defensive third. Clausen and Schaefer left alone in the back. Oliveira and DeLon pressing. Douglas getting rid of this one. Long ball up ahead looking for Foster. Van Dyke Yao able to defuse that situation. Lee going for it. Amaral was offside, so he has to let that one go over him. Clausen cleared it initially. The Village is trying to keep the attack on. Oliveira, though, battling too many red kits. Dre brings it forward. Now Plata, looking out wide for Messias. Ball played forward. This is Dre. Dangerous ball into the box. Knocked away by Jackson Lee, and he tracks it down before the touchline. Great play there by the Village's keeper. Snuffing out the attack. Now here's Daniel Oliveira. Quickly, the Village is trying to get on the counter. Bacchus out to his right. Amaral and DeLon to the left. Drops it off now for Munch, who made the run up the side. Munch cutting inside. Leaves it for Tete. Tete is going to play it out for Vitter. Vitter's got a lot of space out here on the left, but that ball just curling away from him will run out the touch. Douglas, high ball out here to the near sideline. Nixon gets up, gets ahead on it, plays it nicely to Freire. Freire's going to play him on. Van Dyke Yao trying to get to that one. Run out of bounds off of Nixon, though.
A minimum of 2 minutes stoppage. And we are in.
We're in stoppage time. We've been informed that there will be 2 minutes minimum. And then we'll see what's going on here as Vitter draws up to this one. With a throw in. Jasmine Peralta may have been threatening a yellow for delay of game on the Villages as they took their time getting to that one. Foul on the throw in. Gives the ball back to Tampa Bay United. Pretty dangerous spot. Not especially close to the goal, but not particularly far either. Certainly not too far to try and put something there in front of the net. Dre curling towards the far post. Jackson Lee with a nice fist to punch that one out. Messiah settles, chips it back on for Tampa Bay United. Working here is Plata, drops it back off for Messias. Now he's going to cut it in. And just like that, a cross and a sliding kick right there by Clausen. And just like that, Tampa Bay has equalized.
Shot number 5, Frederick Clausen for Tampa Bay ties the score 1-1.
Just what it looked like the Village's SC was going to head into the locker room with the lead. A great play there by Messias just to keep the play alive for Tampa Bay United. Initially it looked like he was going to lose it, spun off of some pressure, and just played a ball across that seemed to catch the Village's SC off guard, and nobody was marking Clausen as he came running in. Nice sliding kick. It was on target. Jackson Lee didn't have a chance to get back to it as it was right in front of the net. And Tampa Bay United have equalized. Villages SC trying to see if they can get that lead back quickly here. Munch can play it forward towards the box, and it runs long for Amaral and out of bounds. And they'll say it took a deflection, though, so the Villages will get a corner here in the dying minutes of this period. Abreu taking this one again. Van Dyke Yao was able to make a good connection with his last one. This one heading for the near post, but easily headed away there. And that will be the end of the first half. The Villages scores late, but Tampa Bay United scores later. And we are all knotted up at 1 goal apiece as we head to halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll see you on the other side of halftime here in the Villages.
actually, well,
Coach, any subs?
And welcome back to Central Florida as we get ready to resume action here at the Villages SC. Tampa Bay United and the Villages SC tied at 1 goal apiece after 45 minutes of play. The Villages scored in the 41st minute of the contest. Looked like they would take the lead into halftime, but a stoppage time goal from Tampa Bay United has us all knotted up here again. The Villages leads in shots, leads in corner kicks, leads in pretty much every meaningful category, would have the edge in possession if that was something that we could get official time on. But still, these two teams all tied up. A couple of substitutions coming in for Tampa Bay United here at the half. Ezra Nichols coming into the match, as well as Robert Sorenellis and number 7, Amgad Salah.
Number 7, Amgad Salah.
It's a player in each phase of the field for Tampa Bay. See exactly how it changes the style or pace for the visitors. Freyer immediately playing back off the first touch. Clausen going over the top, trying to get back to Freyer. Nikolai Munch, that's it, but the substitute there, Robert Sorenellis, keeping it away from getting back to Oliveira, but the Buffalo keeping possession. Lee looking for DeLon there. It was a bit too high for him. Schaefer heads it all the way back towards Van Dyke Gow and out of bounds. Moriyama off the throw-in. Vitter trying to get the switch. Sends over to Yago Lopez. He's got a player crashing quickly. It was the substitute Sorenellis. Lee, a little fake out for Freyer's sake there. It's to Moriyama, who passes to Abreu, who plays back to Gal. A switch for Lopez. Triple A here to Vitter. Excuse me, Nikolai Munch here at midfield. Munch had it knocked away. A little pressure from behind, and he knocks it out of bounds. Messias eventually gets the throw into Clausen. He'll try the long ball, but nobody up there for Tampa Bay United. Freyer was playing the other side up top. Oliveira under a little bit of pressure, had to get that one back to Gao, who had to chase it. This comes back to Lee. Lee, long kick, that's going to make it well out of bounds. Nikolai Munch with no chance as it goes into the Tampa Bay bench. Quick throw in from Messias. He tries to flip it forward for Freyer, but Yago Lopez knocks that one away. Plata on it, spinning off a defender. And maybe got some contact with Takeru Moriyama, who's down, but the Villages is on the attack. Out wide, here's Tete Vacas. Vacas tried there, and let's see if they say it was deflected. They'll say no, a goal kick coming. Lucas Winshower came sliding in. Was very close to the point of contact on that kick, but they'll say just a bad shot by Tete. It's curling away from the net there. High ball out to Messias. The fact that this match is tied is a testament to his perseverance. Didn't give up on a play that Seemed the Buffalo had initially diffused the attack for Tampa Bay United, but he was able to battle and get that ball back and eventually assisted on the equalizing goal. Moriyama, nice play forward to Oliveira. Nice shake from him. He tries the shot. It's high of the bar. A great look for Daniel Oliveira. Moved to get himself some space, and then he just can't keep that one below the cross. He knows the opportunity that he had there. Douglas playing out short for Schaefer. Schaefer looking for the long switch. He's got Messias making the run, but Nikolai Munch able to intercept at midfield. Plays up to Oliveira, and he had a bit of a miscommunication there with Tete Vacas, it seems, who was sitting stationary. Oliveira thought that he was going to make the charge up the right. Played that one back towards the touchline, so easily corralled by Tampa Bay. Sorenellis had to play it back. Good job of keeping things alive. There was Sayas, but the Villages is on it. That one overrun by Nicholas Vitor, and he's not going to be able to keep it in bounds as it runs into the home stands there on the far side. Quick throw in from Tampa Bay United. Plata plays back to Schaefer. Schaefer now going long, looking for Freire, but it will find Van Dyke Gao instead. But still on it is Tampa Bay United. And now they turn it over. Moriyama turning up the sideline, working back towards that corner, stopping, dropping. Laid it off for Vitor, who may have faked out. And now we'll play it into the center for Oliveira. Oliveira looking for Vacas. Vacas heading towards the touchline. Chips in front of the goal. It looked like it went off the post.
Shot number 11, Tete Vacas off the crossbar.
Great attempt right there by Tete. That one curling the correct direction, but just couldn't tuck it inside the 90 there. Tampa Bay with a throw-in on the far side as that deflection ran all the way out of bounds over there. Throw-in for Freire, battling with Vitor. He goes down, but they will say that's a foul on the Village's fullback. Another whistle holding up play here. Freire seemingly exchanging some more words there with Jasmine Peralta, head referee of tonight's match. So Schaefer with a free kick right around midfield on the far side. We'll play it back to Clausen. We'll give it up for Windshower. Windshower under pressure from Amaral, who has the goal for the Villages SC. Tries to send that one forward, but under duress was able to put it on target for any of his teammates. Moriyama under pressure right away. And Munch taken down from behind. A little bit of a late challenge right there from Sorenellis. Free kick, Munch goes short for Abreu. Now here's Oliveira trying to direct some traffic. Drops it off for Moriyama and gets it back. And a turnover there as Oliveira slips on the turf. Plata playing it forward. Salah making a run with it here. Yago Lopez sticking a toe in there to hold things up. And Vitor caught maybe a little bit of a foot there of Freire, who's whistled for the foul. Moriyama, Abreu, Vitor. Drop it back to Abreu. Chip trying to get it to Tete there, but Klaus unable to cut it off. Salah keeping it in here and getting the play going for Freire. He relays it forward. Yago Lopez cutting that one off. We've got a flag up. This actually Looks like it'll probably be going against Tampa Bay United at will. He caught Yago Lopez on the back of the foot there, Salah. It's a nice little give and go sequence there between him and Freire, the striker for Tampa Bay United, but Yago Lopez, the veteran defender, able to get in there and break things up, and Salah just trying to keep that play alive. Caught a foot where it didn't belong. Lee waving his team forward. He's going to send this one. It is up the left. It's long. Amaral was making the run, but unable to receive that one. It tracks back out of bounds, though, off of Tampa Bay United. Crystal Long going quickly with the throw-in, but Daniel Oliveira loses it. Played out wide here for Windshower, and his pass is intercepted by Munch. Munch looking to get it to Vacas there, but Vacas was heading the wrong way. Nice play right there by Takeru Moriyama, taking it off the foot of Soren Ellis, the sub. Takeru pushed down, and some dissent over the call by Tampa Bay United players. And Jasmine Peralta laughs a little bit at the idea that that was not, in fact, a push. Van Dijk Gao on the ball for the Villages, getting the switch to to Yago Lopez. He was under pressure there from Soren Ellis, and now Freire on it for Tampa Bay. Trying to cut around Gao, closed in on by Yago Lopez, takes a shot, deflected by Jackson Lee, front of it again, as though it went off the foot again of Ruben Messias, but they'll say no, out of bounds off of Jackson Lee. So 2 saves by the Villages keeper. Great play right there by him to stop the initial ball, and then while he wasn't able to recover it cleanly, did get back up to stop Messias, and Messias almost doubled his impact on this game. He takes the free kick here, or the corner, it curls in, but is played away by the Villages SC, but Messias still on it, cutting towards the touch, and he will earn another corner as that one goes off of Munch. Tampa Bay United only 5 shots, 1 corner kick in the first half of this match. Already they've put up 2 shots and have 2 corner kicks in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Low curling ball headed away easily by Munch. Daniel Oliveira trying to get on this one, but Soren Ellis manages to get a hold of it. Plays it back here for his man. That's Ezric Nichols, the halftime sub. Makes its way back to Douglas. Douglas goes long with it. Freire, the only man in the vicinity for Tampa Bay United, and Vitter will shield this one out of bounds, picking it up for the throw-in. Vitter had to wait on a couple of yellow jerseys to make it back. Now he's going to play a long pass up that left side. It will not stay in bounds. Looks like it went out somewhere just shy of midfield. Quick throw into Dre. Now finds its way back to Schaefer. Clausen. Windshower. Tete Vacas in pursuit. Slips there. Comes forward to Soren Ellis. Now here for Messias. Popped up into the air by Van Dijk Gao. Yago Lopez settling underneath it, heads it away there from Salah, but Soren Ellis trying to keep the attack on. Plays back to Dre. I'll be back to Schaefer. Messias misplayed that one a little bit, sent it straight out of bounds, so Villages throw in right here in front of the Tampa Bay bench. Munch. They're going to get it to Takeru, who's taken down out of the air. Standing in front of the free kick here. Tete Vacas takes it anyway. Takeru will take it now, plays it back to Yago Lopez, and Lopez will play it back to Lee, getting it away from Andres Freire. Lee, line drive kick way forward. Nobody able to get even close to that one. As it runs all the way back to Douglas, who will wait for Fabio Amaral to get within about 10 feet before picking that one up. Now Matt Douglas will send. Salah makes the jump, but it goes over his head. Van Dijk Yao forward for Vitter. Vitter keeping it on the ground this time. Gets it to Oliveira. He'll play back to Takeru. Takeru back to Oliveira. Nice little move right there. He's got a little bit of space to work with. Plays out here for Munch. Munch working the right side. Give to Tete Vacas to pass inside for Oliveira. Oliveira back on it here. Here's Amaral. Amaral trying to play it forward for Delon, who is making the cut forward. Deflection plays out to Vitter. Oliveira misplays this ball a little bit. He's being hounded here by Dre. Manages to get it to Tete. Tete, little chip. Oliveira tries the shot, but it's blocked. It'll run out for a corner kick, though. Villages SC with another opportunity from the flag.
Corner kick coming to be taken by number 20, Fernando Abreu.
You can hear the Tri-County Stampede and the Thundering Herd over there with the drums. Corner kick to the far post. Gao again gets ahead to it, but couldn't bring it down. It goes high into the backstop. 3 shots for Van Dijk Gao, all 3 headers off of corners. Hasn't been able to quite get one on frame. The best was the last of the first half. The one that Abreu took. He was able to get a solid head to it, but just missed the post wide. Again, Tampa Bay looking for Freire. Again, they are unable to connect with him. Village's defense has done a good job of not allowing him to get any of these long passes, so his impact on the game hasn't been maybe as large as one would expect, but you can certainly see the attention that he draws anytime he is on the ball. You see everything kind of gravitates towards him, especially when he's in that attacking third. Villages has rolled the dice a couple times on him as well, letting him track offsides, as now Salah making a run against Van Dijk Gao, and no foul on that, the side judge says. So Van Dijk Gao making an aggressive move there and able to get possession back to the Villages. It will stay too, as it goes out of bounds off the head, I believe, of Plata. So here's Moriyama. Forward for Oliveira. Quick touch to Vacas. Vacas has Munch on the right. Oh, and Munch's pass cut off immediately by Plata. Nice sliding takeaway there. We'll drop it back for Windshower. And now here is Dre. Morgan has to play it back to his defense. Schaefer with the long pass, trying to get it to Messias. Jackson Lee has to come up out of the box and head it down to Munch just to keep away an easy goal, but a nice play there by the keeper. Abreu running forward with this one. Pressured from behind by Salah. Gets it out to Vitter. Vitter looking to cross. It's into the box. Abreu going up with the head. Missed it. But Daniel Oliveira is on it by way of Vacas. Vacas now getting it back at the touchline. Here's the cross on the roller on the ground, and it runs back to the touchline. Dangerous play right there. It was Soren Ellis who put a foot on that cross and almost played it towards his goal, but Douglas able to pick it up wide of the frame. As now here is Marseilles And he's unable to receive again on the touchback from Freyer. Two of them, potentially dangerous combination, but again, once on that, not able to link up. Van Dyke Gow doing a good job of shielding that ball out of bounds. Abreu here for the Villages. Played out to Vitor. And back to Lopez.
We'd like to thank each and every one of these sponsors for helping to make this season a reality.
And this ball gets away from Amaral, and so Tampa Bay United throwing coming in. The Village is taking a lot of time to start moving that ball forward, and it looked like they may have had a good play right there, but Amaral just couldn't quite settle it running up that left side. Moriyama now bringing it forward. Oliveira has it knocked away. Freyer now is on it. Slaw running ahead of him. Daniel Oliveira, though, getting a heel just barely to the touch of Freyer. So Tete Vacas now giving it back to him. Now Takeru Moriyama will take it. Moriyama trying a shot, but it's knocked away there by Clausen. It's something you see very often, Takeru Moriyama attempting a shot. Amaral has to play back to Oliveira. Oliveira for DeLon. DeLon hasn't had much of a touch in the second half, and he loses it off his own foot there. Nice play by Freyer if he can get back to this one, but Yago Lopez slides in front of it, knocks it away, and off the foot of Freyer. A great player by the veteran captain right there. And he gets a good result out of it, too. The throw in, Moriyama quickly playing it back to Gow. Gives it to Vitor. They're just trying to exploit the space on that left side quickly. Here's Gow. Now Moriyama, all kinds of space in front of him. He's got about 15 yards before the nearest Tampa Bay United player. But it will drop back. They're just looking for a solid opening here. Lopez into the middle for Abreu. Quickly has to get rid of it to Oliveira. Oliveira under pressure. Nice nifty pass to DeLon. Here comes Tete from the touchline. Plays it across. Douglas deflects it and it's kicked away. And it actually will stay in bounds here. It looked like he was heading out of touch, but Tete Vacas back on it. Trying another cross. It goes long. Vitor tracking back to settle. Vitor plays down for Takeru. Here's Abreu. Abreu tries a shot, but it skips right into the hands of Douglas. By my count, third save of the night for the Tampa Bay United keeper. Cristallon back on it here. Oliveira looking for Tete, going into the teeth of the defense there, and he has it knocked away. Sornell is trying to get Tampa Bay on the attack. He will get it out to Freyer. Freyer now having to hold up, battling against Takeru and Abreu, and we've got a foul, I think, going against the Villages. I believe Abreu will be the offender there. He was in the middle of a pretty minor collision. So Dre once again taking the free kick. Low curling ball, Munch with a header as he was pushed from behind by Clausen, who is whistled for that foul. Jackson Lee winds up. Low free kick just across midfield to Tete. Munch, nice one touch back to him. He's tripped up there. by Dre. Tell you what, Alon Dre has been one of the most active players on the field tonight for either team. He's been in his fair share of these minor conflicts as well. Great play right back there. That was Ezric Nichols, the sub, getting the takeaway. Salah trying to get ahead of Vitter here, but can't. Van Dijk Yao playing into the middle for Oliveira. He's in a foot race. Gets to it around Soren Ellis. He's got Munch making a run up the right, but can't quite get it to him. Has to hold up, turns inside, drops it off for Tete. He'll play to Munch. Munch now taking it inside. Oliveira back out wide for Bacaz, who will play to Moriyama. Moriyama trying to keep it away from the foot of Freire there, as to get it out to Vitor. Vitor's going to try to get it into the box, but cleared by Clausen. Oliveira stepping to it, though. Oliveira a little bit of footwork before playing one out wide. Munch making the run to the touchline. Ball played out of bounds, but shy of the flag. So a throw-in coming for the Villages SC. Munch quickly drops it in for Abreu. Abreu was looking for an opening. Now he's going to play it towards the goal. Amaral couldn't get ahead to it. Schaefer was there to clear it away. The height of this back line for Tampa Bay United is substantial. Freire battling against Abreu now. Good play by Iago Lopez, sliding in front of that. Nice footwork right there by Nikolai Munch. He's going to keep the attack alive. Into the center. This is Oliveira. Moriyama, and we've got a player down on the field. Fernando Abreu is in some discomfort, enough that they will halt play, and we will take a break as well. Still knotted at 1 in the 71st minute here from the Villages SC. We'll have some substitutes coming on for the Villages as we get ready to resume play here. Luca Natale coming onto the pitch, as well as Mario Victor Simoes. And also entering is Nazar Deputat. They are replacing Fabio Amaral, Cristolon, and I believe Fernando Abreu, who is the
number 20.
Player injured on the last play.
Fernando Abreu.
So here's Lopez, bring it across midfield for the Buffalo. Trying to play it forward to the touchline, but has it headed away by Windshower. Nikolai Munch's header runs out of bounds. Three attacking players coming into the match for the Villages SC here. So Anderson de Silva out here really looking for that second goal. coming into the game. I'm really certain he was hoping they'd be looking for a third or fourth by this point in the match, but Tampa Bay United has played the Villages SC tough in their 3 previous matchups in club history. Oliveira plays it out here for Deputat. This ball popped up over the goal, but stays in bounds. Moriyama loses that one, but does a good job of at least holding things up temporarily. Quick throw in for Salah. Vitter got in there to try and break things up. Did a good enough job that that ball made it back without much danger to Jackson Lee. Dre trying to play forward, but can't connect there with Messias. And Natale seems couldn't keep that in bounds, so throwing coming for Tampa. Schaefer all the way back to Douglas. In the middle for Clausen. His pass intercepted by Deputat. Oliveira with the quick flip, but couldn't get it through for Tete. Possession being bounced around here. Salah trying to go forward for Freire, but he was tangled up with Iago Lopez after the two of them had just been battling for a header. So here's Van Dijkel walking it up to Takeru Moriyama, who has to play back to Lee. And now Lopez, as we get set to see Brennan Brewer enter the match for Tampa Bay United at the next available window. And we've got a foul now going against Tampa Bay United as our Deputat hits the turf. It was Plata, the offender on that one. Deputat taking the free kick, just playing it over to Moriyama. Natale gets it back to Nazar. Vitor. Moriyama. Back to Van Dijkel. Looked like he was going to swing it over, but holds up now. Plays it back to the left side. Looking at Natale over to Vitor. Vitor's going to try to play one forward. It takes a skip. Looked like it may have been off of a Tampa Bay player. They'll just try to keep it in bounds, but with no look. Brewer will come into the game. Messias will come off. He's had a pretty good performance here for Tampa Bay United tonight. Again, sparked the play that created the goal for Tampa Bay and recorded an assist on the equalizer. And as of right now, that is the biggest moment in this game. We're only 13 minutes away from the end of regulation and still tied after he was able to get Tampa Bay level in the stoppage time of the first half. Little battle for the ball there. Takeru Moriyama comes away with it, gets it to Vitor. Vitor running with it. He's got Tete in front of him up the middle, drops it off for Oliveira. Oliveira's going to try a shot, stopped there by Clausen, ends up on the foot of Sorenellis. Trying for Freire, but he couldn't quite track that one down as he was on the run, turning to try and track it over his shoulder. Natale. Gao and Takeru. Takeru keeping it simple, gives it to Lopez, who has the most space to work with on the field right now. Now here's Munch. This cross is cut off by Windshower, who sends it well up into the air. He's going to give Freire a 50-50 ball. He is battling with Iago Lopez. Iago Lopez takes him to the ground. This may very well be a card here. A one-on-one, and Freire may have actually made the first grab, but Iago Lopez ends up taking him to the ground. It'll be a free kick in a tough spot. Tampa Bay free kick, that is. Dangerous spot for the Villages. And now here is the yellow card to Lopez, 79th minute. And Freire looks eager to take this free kick himself. Freire, here's the attempt. It's low and wide. Never really had much of a chance. Going to book for a shot, his third of the match. Jackson Lee's kick makes it all the way over to his Tampa Bay counterpart, Matt Douglas. Ball runs long of Lopez, who let it track back to Lee, and perhaps risky for a moment as Freire actually had a chance to chase after that one. Didn't recognize it in time for it to make a difference. Moriyama. Here's Munch to his right. He takes that option. Munch plays it back to him. Took a bit of a deflection there off of Salah, but found its intended target. Here's Nazar in the middle, trying to play it forward. Daniel Oliveira trying to get it out wide. Here's Munch looking to cross, and his cross is deflected. Salah jumping in front of that one. Attacking player making a nice defensive play there. Oliveira stepped on right there by Salah. So free kick coming. Nazar Deputat set to take this one. We'll see how he decides to play this one. A little bit long for a shot, but not out of the question. Would have to be pretty impeccably placed. A two-man wall in front of him. Dre and I believe Freire. He will go out wide instead of the opposite side. It's immediately headed away. I believe Clausen was the player to deter that one for Tampa Bay. Moriyama up the side. Vitter drops it back into the mid. Here's Deputat. Tete trying to turn and play it forward, but falls down as it comes back to him. Van Dyke Yao running over, trying to cut off Dre. He does. Great play right there by the center back. He's got Vitter. Vitter into the middle. Here comes Oliveira. Oliveira battling three red shirts. Manages to get it away to Deputat. Plays back out wide. Here's Natale. Natale with the quick feet. Now tries to lob one in. Getting ahead to it right there. Oh, just barely. It was on the line. It touched the post, the inside of the post, but somehow Douglas was able to pull that one away. It looked like a goal there for Mario Victor Samoes. And boy, how close can you get without it actually going over that line? Unbelievable that Douglas was able to make that turn and pull it back before it crossed the plane there. Freire battling against Lopez, and Takeru Moriyama is able to get in between him and his first touch. Natale running quickly with it, playing it up ahead for Vitter. Vitter's going to try a quick cross, and sliding in front of it there is Schaefer. It runs out of bounds for a corner kick, though. Villages SC still in business here. Great counterattack effort on that left side.
Corner kick upcoming for the Villages.
Let him know, coach. Let him know.
Here it is. From Nazar, headed out away immediately. Natale trying to settle. He's got pressure coming from behind in Freire. Deputat. He's going to try to get it into the box again. Sounds like it may have taken a deflection, and clearing it out is Schaefer. High ball well ahead of everyone. Freire nowhere close to that one, I think, was the hope for whichever backline defender sent that up over the top, but main mission was accomplished in getting that ball clear of the goal for Tampa Bay. Lopez now over to Munch. Munch, one touch. Nice play there to get it to Oliveira. Oliveira trying to get around Windshower. Cannot, but tap away goes out of bounds. So the Villages maintaining possession at the least. Oliveira getting it back, trying to get around a defender. Gets it to Tete. Tete forward for Deputat. Had it knocked away. Tete back on it. Chips into the box. It runs long. Natale can't track it down, but Vitter will. Drops it off for Natale. He has it knocked away. And a whistle. I believe that was Plata. Number 25, whistled for the foul. He gets a yellow card as well. Not sure if it was for the initial foul. They've been for the demonstrative reaction to the whistle. So Julio Plata goes in the book.
Oh, they're pushing him. He just pushing his arm.
Now we've got a couple of players coming together here. Vitter, like somebody may have shoved him right there as he stepped in after someone put a hand on Nazar Deputat. Deputat and Oliveira standing over the ball here. Either one of them could take this. Both pretty talented boots with regards to placing the ball. Tete Vacas and Van Dijkau out of the far post. Here's a shot from Oliveira and gloved by Douglas. I believe that was on target, so that'll go as a save for the keeper. His fifth by my count.
Opportunity to make sure we let you know about when our next contest is going to be. July 2nd, 6 p.m. We'll be playing against FC Miami City.
Good job right there.
Home contest will be
Mario Victor jumping in front of that one, keeping things back in the Village's offensive third. Not a lot of time to waste here as we hit the 87-minute mark.
the next home contest.
Villages SC, again, coming off of a loss and a draw, falling further back from Nona FC in the standings. Can't really afford to not come away with 3 points in this one, already needing outside help to contend for the division title. Oliveira on it here. Played forward. Natale going inside. This is Vacas. Drops it off for Deputat. Deputat's going to try a shot. It deflects off of Douglas. He can't grab it. We've got a grab. And this is going to be a penalty kick. Douglas grabbed the player that was coming after the ball there. Couldn't see exactly who it was, but Douglas grabbed a hold of a Villages player in the box there, and Peralta signaled for the penalty. So we've got Tete Vaca standing over a penalty kick here.
Penalty kick for the Villages will be taken by number 11, Tete Vacas.
Yes, they could do yellow card to a number. So what number?
And we are still waiting, and now a yellow card coming out to Andres Ferrier for some comments made to Jake Joyce here on the near sideline.
He just said
Tete Vaca still waiting. Long stare down between he and Matt Douglas. There's the whistle, the wind up, and the shot. It's saved! Matt Douglas coming through once again for Tampa Bay United. An unbelievable play by the keeper.
Nice save back there, keeper number 1, Matt Douglas, 4 to you.
Villages SC trying to get back on the attack here. Natale. Play forward for Vitor. Vitor trying to cross, has it knocked away by Schaefer. Runs back to Natale. He's trying to find some space, faced up by 2 defenders here, one of whom is Dre. Dre still on him. He's made his way back to the touchline. Plays a curler in. Tete Vacas on it. As we enter stoppage time, we'll let you know as soon as we know how much time that will be. Looks like 4 minutes of stoppage time will be the minimum. And it looks like it will be a little bit more now. We've got a Tampa Bay United player down on the pitch, so we'll give him a moment for the trainer to see to him. We'll be right back as when we resume play. The Villages SC and Tampa Bay United still tied at 1 as we head to stoppage.
Happen before stoppage time. That contributed to the 4 minutes, coach. That's enough. That added to the 4. That was the 4 minutes. That's enough, coach. That's enough, coach. We're not going to discuss it anymore. I already told him how much stoppage time there is. No more, guys. Coach, that's enough. I told you it's 4. Hey, gentlemen, can we take a seat and get a bib on if we're not in red? Thank you. Coming back, you're making a sub, coach. Yeah, yes. Just have Salah and Brennan pinch in. Hold it here,
As we resume play here, long ball forward from Douglas. Douglas making perhaps the play of the game. Saved the penalty kick by Tete Vacas, which would have put the Villages ahead 2-1. Is our debutant on it here. Now for Munch. Debutant. Tete Oliveira. Cross into the box, knocked up into the air. Looks like it might be staying in bounds. And Debutant here battling for it, but it will end up in the hands and covered up by Matt Douglas.
Gentlemen, I need you to take a seat for me, okay? I need you to take a seat for me.
Douglas, long ball, going long. Douglas Lopez able to get over Freyer there. Sorinella trying to keep this one going for Tampa Bay. Excuse me, that was Plata, but Daniel Oliveira comes away with it for the Villages. Salah sliding from behind him, but he's able to complete the pass to Deputat. Deputat pushed a little bit from behind. Schaefer sliding in with a foot there, and once again cleared out by Tampa Bay. And Aguiar will let this ball run all the way out of bounds. Quickly throws in back to Jackson Lee. Not entirely sure what the holdup is here. Looks like it was a discrepancy over the placement of the throw. They're going to back Vitter up to about 2, maybe 3 yards ahead of where Van Dyke threw the ball in from. So
Yes, and this is the stuff that gets added back.
seemingly insignificant difference there. A substitute coming on, Francisco Capellan for Tampa Bay United. Alondre making his way off the field and limping a little bit as he does so. Alondre getting off the pitch and immediately going to the ground. Need some work with the trainer here. Here's Deputat. Goes over for Lopez. Munch. Tried to play forward for Oliveira. Couldn't quite connect with him. Salah bringing it back the other way, but Munch cuts him off. And Vacas has it kicked away before he could quite get to it. We're over the 5-minute mark, but we've had some serious stoppages within stoppage time already. Had a couple of injuries already. Murayama, across midfield, playing it out wide. Munch there to receive. Munch trying to get it into the box here. Drops it to Nazar. Nazar, quick kick, off target. Tampa Bay looking to clear, and that will be the final whistle. And that will be the end of the match. A 1-1 draw between the Villages SC and Tampa Bay United. The Villages missing out on another 2 points they were hoping to earn here at home, and things starting to look a little bit dire in the season standings. We'll update you on the next broadcast how those have shaken out, but the Villages SC for now falling further behind Nona FC. Again, the final score here from the Villages SC 1, Tampa Bay United 1. You've been watching USL League 2 Soccer on 11 Sports. Yeah, it has. I'll miss you. Said you'll be back for playoffs, so hopefully they're here.
They're from Montana.
I'll look you up.
All right.
plain, just like flat, large garbage bag, they're needing it for Sunday.